Good morning, everyone. Haku here, feeling absolutely terrible, but still gonna be trying. Sorry if my voice is I guess it doesn't really feel normal. I guess that's because it's so early in the morning, though. But yeah. Either way, I'll be trying to get this video up same as normal, same time as normal at least. But let's go ahead and read. We left off last time with Urich grabbing Joe, who goes full red Thrissa, and Rachel having her life threatened. So yeah, let's continue on. Little bee going towards Rachel's neck, die, that's where we left off. And, it looks, I guess it stung her. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm waiting for this thing to load. She starts screaming in pain. What's going on? I didn't even see anything. A selected regular like you couldn't have possibly noticed. Just now my invisible observer stung your neck. The stinger is poisonous, so it makes anyone stung by it die slowly. Perhaps like Bomb, you may have the ability to kill me, so I don't want to rush into a head-to-head showdown with you. You, says Rachel. Okay. Is that a giant page break? Or is it just a page that hasn't loaded? I guess it's a giant page break. Then we see Andrasi. While we were distracted, it looks like Warian disappeared. What? Says Coon. Oh, Warian. Okay, hold on. Nope, one of them didn't load. Here it is. We'll have a peaceful rest. Rachel, says Coon. I told you to watch out, says Beta. Hey Coon, says Andrasi. While we were distracted, looks like Warian disappeared. What? Warian, what are you making so much noise for? What if Dilly finds out that I'm gone? She says, talking to her pocket. Shut up, are you seriously using us as bait in order to get the ladle? How nice that we think the same way. It saves me the trouble of having to explain things. Hey, Dilly can't lay a finger on us anyway once I get the ladle, so just distract him for me until then. Warian is great. Please. And then we see, Boro, Coon, Andrasi, and Beta as Dilly looks back. Oh man. Tower of God, Hell Train, Floor of Death 22. Okay, now it looks like we're going back to Urich and Joe. Get lost before I make you taste the true power of God. I'll make you sorry if you shake me anymore. That sounds interesting, says Urich. But, since when have you been able to speak? When I first found you, you were like a little baby that couldn't even speak or walk. Perhaps I should thank you for that. When you found me, I was nothing but a very small piece that had broken off of the administrator's corpse. At the time, I was an organism that simply fed off small bugs and repeated a cycle of life and death. But, with your help, I finally acquired a body of my own after entering Joe's body. I entered Joe's body and became a part of him, and since he needed my power, he accepted me as a part of himself. I tried to become a complete one with him, but always failed. However, a change occurred after Joe lost that vote. Okay. Waiting for the page to load. Okay, Webtoon. There's definitely a page missing there. I doubt there's a page break that big. Or maybe there is. Sometimes there are these massive page breaks. Guess I'll just move along. Don't worry about those useless fools. Just pluck all of the thorns stuck in this place. And then, leave here with me. Then finally, we became a true one. Right now, you could call me both Joe and the Red Thrissa. I may only be an extremely small fragment, but I still remember the day that I lost to Enryu. With this power, we will leave in search of Enryu, in order to repay him for the humiliation of that day. And then Urich looks his power, and he starts charging up a blast. So stop shaking us around and get lost, Urich Mazano. Urich, Bomb cries out, and then sends another blast. It looks like Urich jumps back onto the blue ore to dodge. And the pages have not loaded. I'm waiting for that. Eventually, someday. Or is that just a giant page break? Oh no, there it is. No bombs on the blue war alone, yelling Urich. Wait, is that all you've got? No, he's still holding on to Joe's arm. Wait, is that all you've got? You made it sound like you were some kind of tough guy, but it looks like the power of God isn't really a big deal after all. And Urich just totally fine. You won't even make a scratch on me with that kind of attack. Get out of there right now, Red Thirst. Get out of there right now or I'm telling your mom. And then, looks like he goes for a punch, but I mean, that's just a fist and a bunch of lines. I can't really get anything more from that panel. Okay, waiting for it to continue loading. So Joe misses the punch because Thrissa spins around, and then Thrissa punches him in the face. Massive explosion behind him, I guess from the force and shockwave and all. Bunch of the blood and all raining down. Yo, it's Urich's eyes are white. Did he just knock him out? And then Thrissa goes in again, starts punching him in the stomach, charges up a handheld blast, fires the beam. What the hell? He blows Urich straight through a rock behind him. Urich bomb just screaming his name some more. Charges up another blast, huge pillar of explosive energy, charging up a blast in his mouth this time. Red Thrissa, Blood Messiah. That's a really cool looking, I guess it's kind of a transformation. Hey you with the thorn. This is the true power of the Administrator, an absolute power that humans will never be able to imitate. I'm going to suck up all of the Shinsu in the area and suffocate you and all of your companions to death. And then we see Yuri dropping to one knee back where she's at. Looks like she's on Sanchez's back, actually. The Shinsu is suddenly... what's going on? And we see, wow, even Dali and Kuhn's group are, like, starting to falter. The Shinsu is being sucked away somewhere else, thinks Kuhn. And we see Urich floating on a bubble of blood. And he's still perfectly fine. That bastard really was just a small fragment. What a disappointment. Oh, and we see the vial is empty. So I guess it worked. Still blood swirling around. At this rate, everyone will be in danger if I don't do something, thinks Bomb. I have to stop the Red Thrissa from completely dominating the Shinsu in this place. Just a bit more power. Power to control the Shinsu. Even if I have to accept help from the souls within me. And Bomb is trying to use the thorn. Really great artwork. Haha, a final struggle to avoid dying, huh? That's pretty impressive power for a human, says Thrissa. Is he producing that much power because he has the thorn? No, wait. That boy has something inside of him. Is that a colossal soul? That's actually, that eye panel looks really cool. That's... Hold on. That's... How could you possibly have that? What? Don't play dumb. That thing in your body. That's the Administrator's power. How do you have that in your body? Answer me. And he charges up a blast in his hand again. Jeez, you guys. What kind of secrets are you two sharing behind this curtain? Says, Joe, blowing a hole through the swirling blood. Urich, blowing a hole through. Urich Mazano, how did you get here? Since you were kind enough to gather all those Shinsu bubbles around, I used those to cross over to you. By the way, how's that spot where you got an injection? An injection? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Look carefully at your left arm. And then he finally starts to feel it, now that it's mentioned. Did you finally notice it? That's a drug that separates you and Joe. I stuck it in your arm before when you were having fun clobbering me. What, you mean you purposefully? That's right, because unlike me, the syringe breaks easily. I was acting so you wouldn't notice. Did it seem real? But you know, you're a lot weaker than I expected. I was really looking forward to seeing what the Administrator's power is like. Were you the Administrator's nail or something? You jerk! Shut up! Then he misses a punch. When you look like that, feels like I'm hitting Joe, so I can't hit you too hard. So, come out of there now. And he just nails him in the gut. And bam, energy exploding off of him. Okay. Yo, and that is a crazy ass panel. I guess that's him separating from Joe. Yeah. Joe, says Bomb. Now, there's finally someone that I can hit to my heart's content. Yo, the Thrissa separated. Mini Guardian. Well, I mean, I guess it still is the Guardian, technically. It's just him regenerating himself. So I guess really the Guardians are immortal, when you think about it. Inryu couldn't really kill it, he just beat it until it was this tiny little thing that had to regenerate itself over years and years. Then Urich creates Flash of Shinsu, blast straight out of the Blood Cyclone. That's a really good panel of Urich's face. Screaming Thrissa charging up a beam, looks like, maybe? Or, I guess that's just Shinsu coming from its mouth. Joe grabs it around the throat. You're just a little worm that can't even talk unless you have a host, and yet you call yourself a god. You don't look like a god to me, unless you're just some useless vomit known as revenge spewed from the mouth of the administrator after he died. The reason that I gave you to Joe is because I thought that Joe needed great power. I've always thought that those lofty ideals need to be given power suited to those ideals, but it looks like I was wrong. You don't need this kind of power, Joe. Humans don't need power. That eats away at their ideals and causes them to harm others purely for the sake of their own goal, and he crushes its throat. Okay then, so that was pretty good, I guess. I mean, the art was amazing and all. It's just that problem seemed like it was solved pretty quickly. But yeah, so Thrissa is down now. Joe is now free to do whatever he's going to do in the future. And I guess Kuhn's group is still dealing with Dali. And I guess that means the Grand family is going to be the next villains this arc. We're going to move on to them, and we still don't even know what Karaka and White are doing right now. Or Joaquin, rather. I guess he's not totally white. Yeah. So I guess that was it this week. Good chapter and all. But yeah, it seems like that was handled pretty quickly. Either way, though, we'll review it tomorrow. Like, if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.